Hi everybody. It's me, and half asleep. Probably will be snoring a lot, Mrs. Vivi. You've seen this before. Um, when I wake up before 2 in the afternoon, bright and early in the morning, this is what happens. It's only later in the day when they're all up and around. But like Steve Carlson, want to get out of the way while everybody's sleeping early in the morning. Right now it's about 7 o'clock. I would normally be up for work. My brain, my body, I'm ready to go. So, what is this video? This is going to be a low effort video. I'm going to put it up just so that it's there. If you guys want to watch it, great. It's going to be long. But what it really comes down to is that good news, bad news. The good news is that I got a lot of cool stuff for my collection. Bad news is probably not going to be doing any more what I got videos for a long time. I have been put on probation. I am not going to be acquiring personally any more music probably for a minimum of a month, maybe 2. The good news on top of that though is any videos I do are going to be really cool, edited, high quality. I'll put thought into them, entertaining stuff. None of this non-scripted bibble babble jibble jabble crap like this. So you like it, watch it. You don't like it, don't care. I want to get it out there. What happened is we did come across extra money, and for the first time probably in 3 years there was a thing of usually when I'm able to get things, money is of concern. I have a $2 limit. I don't get anything more than that. Mrs. VV will treat me every now and then and buy me things. But this is the first time where I was given money without kind of a budget, and Mrs. VV said, hey, I want you to get a record that you want. Don't worry about money. And I did. And then I bought a whole bunch of other stuff I shouldn't have. So, you want to know, what would Value Vinyl buy if money wasn't an option? And I did that. You may have known recently I've really started collecting my retro-themed nostalgia records. You saw I got the Guar from Mrs. VV. I've gotten They Might Be Giants. There's a lot of records that were on my regular play. There's one album that's not easy to come by, and it's not cheap to come by on vinyl, that was also a regular play. It was kind of from the dead zone of vinyl, and I thought I would never own it. I had an opportunity to get my hand on it, and I decided that I would spend the money on it. And there's not very many records I consider to be perfect 10s. Start track to end track. Everything in between, a perfect 10. And if you guys think about it, you know I love hip-hop. You know I like rock and metal. You know I was a teenager in the 90s. And you also, to all my right-wing friends, think I'm a lefty libtard. Hey, listen, politics aside, I'm more center, I think. I think there's a lot of crazy people over here. I think there's a lot of crazy people over here. But if you go right to the middle, I am a little on the left side. I will give you that. But you put all that factorial together, and it should be of no surprise that I myself would want to have a mint condition copy of Rage Against the Machine's debut album, mastered by Bob Ludwig. This is a great record. They had some other good records, but nothing matches up to their debut record. And if you guys know, it's not cheap. But you know what? It's mine now. A brand new, like mint copy. Rage Against the Machine. Great album. So, that is the kind of thing Value Vinyl would buy if he had a budget. And I bought it. I feel a little guilty, but yet I don't, because I played it and it sounded oh so good. Bob Ludwig mastered it. Come on, guys. Alright, next up. This stack here. This is of CDs I got at Salvation Army. A stack down here are the few I got over at Goodwill. Then I've got a bag of records I got at Salvation Army and a bag of records I got at Goodwill. So, I'll grab the vinyl first and show you what I got on my splurgy shopping trip that put me in Vinyl Addicts Anonymous probation. We'll start off with Goodwill. I got from Goodwill The Flip Wilson Show on vinyl. Nice die cut. Look at that. Flip Wilson. Had to get that. That's cool. I got this 3-record box set for $2 called Rock On. Only thing that's wrong with it is the cover's a little flattened, but you can obviously tape up, fix the corners. But it's from Columbia. And I mean, some of the songs that I see on here, there's Mott the Hoople and Santana, things like that. Good classic rock box set with the original artists. Wasn't going to pass that up. That's an awesome box set. Next up, the Children's Choir sings lively songs and choruses. Because, shut up. At Goodwill, I'm going to put up the one that I come across. I'm going to put them aside. There's a nice chunk of a collection I collected at Goodwill. Somebody had a collection and just decided to donate them, and I grabbed them all. Next up, Command Records. Hey, Brzezinski, if you're watching by chance. Nice copy of Provocative Percussions. I have like Provocative Percussions Volume 2 or 3 or whatever, but I don't think I have Volume 1. Great stuff. Sounds great. Had to grab that because I'm not a fool. And this one's going to go over here for the end. That my surprise pickups. And that's another one of my surprise pickups. What's up next? An Arthur Fiedler I don't have. A El Cine on TV record. 50 Greatest Hits. The funny thing is it's 50 Greatest Hits, but there's one record on here. And it does look like there's buttloads of songs on there, but I'm curious how you're going to put 50 songs on one album and what that's going to turn out to be. I don't know, but it's going to my Fiedler collection nonetheless. Ugh. So many records, guys. And that also is going in for later. Yeah, I got a lot of records from this. Mystic Moods Orchestra I don't have. This one is Love the One You're With. Of course, somewhere on there is going to be Naked People. Because it's Mystic Moods Orchestra. And I'm getting a really good collection of theirs. Probably got like a dozen of theirs now, right? Good gravy. Can't argue with that at all. Love Mystic Moods. Nope. It goes over there. Ravel. Bolero. Like brand new in the shrink from the 60s. I'm going to pick that up just for the fact that it's in such dang good shape. Bolero. I don't know who Lena Zavaroni is, but come on, if you see this, and there's this girl on it, it's like, hi, my name is Lena. I sing music, and my mommy doesn't know how to dress me. Look at this ugly dress. I'm going to pick it up. It's Ma, He's Making Eyes at Me is the name of the album. Ma, he's making eyes at me. Oh, good Lord. I got to get this. It's on Stax Records, but good God. That's a grab. You got to grab that. Heidi the Pocketbook Doll with favorite fairy tales. Because I needed to. Shut up. Okay. Made in Italy, pressed in Italy, thin flimsy paper, Italy, really glossy. It's Italy. This is John Foster, Come si chiamo Amarachi. I don't know. All I know is it's Italian, and it's kind of rare, so I had to grab it. The label on that, Style. It says Style, but look at the condition that's in, too. 180 gram Italian record from the 60s. Yeah, I'll grab that. For the Jim Reeves Rainbow. Got another orangey red that I didn't have before, and this is There's Always Me. Gotta add to my Jim Reeves, because I'm not a fool. And finally, a Ferrante and Teicher I don't have. Our golden hits. So I've added to a lot of my major collections of Jim Reeves, Ferrante and Teicher, and all that. Now, What's with all these records I put aside? Somebody out there, you know who you are. I make it sound like that because I forgot who you were. Was talking about Rod McEwen. I got a few Rod McEwens, but boy, did I expand on my Rod McEwen, guys. Let me show you what we got here, huh? Rod McEwen. Through European Windows, Rod McEwen. With Anita Kerr, The Soft Sea. Again with Anita Kerr. This one is Home to the Sea. With Anita again, The Earth, Rod McEwen. And Rod McEwen the Loner and 13 other songs of love and lonesomeness. Yeah. Picking up a bunch of Rod. Got the hot rod. Alright, so then what else did I get at Goodwill? I don't know what this is, but it's a Billie Holiday tin. In it is a CD and then some foam. But it's Billie Holiday, A Fine Romance. But the fact that it's in this cute little tin, I had to grab that. It's going to fit perfectly with my other CDs. I'm probably going to put it in a jewel case. Shush. I have issues. I know. Next up, $1, $2, $5, $10. I would have bought it no matter what, and that is, other than the sticker on it, which I can take off right now, Great Southern Trendkill Pantera in like mint shape at Goodwill. You're gonna leave that behind. I would leave that behind. Yeah, I don't freaking think so. Not happening. You coming home with me, son. And you know how there's those spinny racks over at Goodwill of the new CDs? And they're like $3? Best of Boots Randolph. Yeah, that's what I did. Alright, so that is the money I spent at Goodwill. Now, what money did I spend over at Salvation Army? I spent a lot at Salvation Army. They had a spring sale where they had half off and then half off, half off. I don't know what happened, but I went a little crazy. Normally, I don't go on my way to grab box sets unless there's something unique or special about them. But for 89 cents, this is a huge Metropolitan Opera historic broadcast recordings. This is from 1962, and you can't see it, but this is black velvet. It's a velvet box set. It was like 89 cents. Yeah, okay, I'll grab that. So I kept looking, like, another Metropolitan Opera velvet box set. This is actually from February 24, 1940. Recordings from 1940 on vinyl, 12-inch, 33 1/3, in a velvet box set. That's sexy. Again, I had to pick it up for 89 cents. All right. Next up, Placido Domingo. Yeah, I don't usually get box sets, but this one still got the booklets in it. It was in mint shape. One of the great tenors, Domingo. Had to get, this is from Book of the Month Records. I didn't know there was such a thing. It's the Book of the Month, why is it a record? Confusing. Next up, you can't have schlock collection and be a schlock collector without getting Goulet and Christmas together. This is kind of a staple for a really crappy record collection, and I didn't have it. So of course I gotta have it. For our Goulet, and it's Christmas. Of course. Next up, Brahms, A German Requiem, 45, the Boston Symphony. You know it's not Arthur Fiedler, but it is a 2-record set, and it was dirt cheap. It was in good shape. So, pick that up for my classical section. Got a lot of stuff for my classical, I guess. Ready for you guys? Ready? The Great French Carousel Organs. I love those things. They're cool. They used to give me nightmares as a kid. Don't ask me why. They creeped me out as a kid. Excuse me, I farted. It happens. Zenith Televisions presents Christmas Gift of Music Volume 5. I have a couple others. Didn't have number 5. So, why start a collection if you're not going to try to complete it when you can? And I am. In great shape, Living Stereo, Harry Belafonte's Belafonte Singers presents. Be honest with you, I didn't know Belafonte had the Belafonte Singers, so I gotta get that. I love Harry Belafonte, so when that. All right, this looks like it's glossy, but it's not. It's a shrink wrap that's actually kind of molded itself to it. This is from Wisconsin, Maine, a local production. It's Christmas melodies played on antique musical boxes. Music boxes, Christmas, local recording here in Maine. Yeah, sounds like something I would have. No, I do. Again, remember I said you gotta have a Schlott collection? If you got a Christmas section of a Schlott collection and you don't have Christmas Glenn Campbell, something's missing. It's not missing anymore. Christmas with Glenn Campbell. Yeah, I bought a lot of records today. That's why I'm from probation. And you can probably see by some of them why. Like, you bought that, you got issues. I do! Kristen Flagstad sings Schubert, Brahms, Strauss songs. It's just a really old RCA. And the record sleeve is not split. And it's on an old RCA Victor Red seal. You don't see that often. Stereophonic! Great sacred songs. Again, when I see things that in sections I don't have a lot of and they're in good shape, I'm going to grab them just for principle. Mussorgsky Boris Gundadov. I have no clue who this is. It's the Metropolitan Opera Records Club. All I know is it's a gatefold. And it's pretty cool artwork. So I'm like, yeah, grabbed my eye. And it was like 50 cents. So yeah, I'll grab that. And finally, guys. I'm really gassy. So if you heard that again, I'm sorry. Between my farting and her snoring, I don't even know why you're still watching. My bad. But again, I'm just recording this for historical purposes. But I got a book. Vinyl Me Please's release. 100 albums you need in your collection was at Salvation Army for like $1 or $2. Really? Wow. Yeah, I had to grab that. Also, picked up for Bree, because she's got her new record player, but she has her crappy old CD player that's hooked up to her karaoke machine, which is just horrible, but it plays CDs. I decided that I would get a very similar model Sony CD DVD player, just like I got, to hook up to her amp upstairs. It's small, it's tiny, it will work well, and it will use the same remote I have. So if I'm not listening to anything down here, she can grab the remote and go upstairs and, you know, use it and play her CDs. So it's only a couple bucks. Salvation Army. Does it work? I don't know. But it was worth a shot to try to grab for Bree. And then, my stack. Oh, CDs I never should have got. But the story with these. We went out, we were there, and while we were looking through the records and all that, a person came up with a cart from Salvation Army filled with just CDs. And we made a 3-person wall around the cart, and like the scalpers, just kind of made sure nobody else had digs on them, and kind of went in. And most of these were 60 cents. Keep that in mind. First up, U2's Zootopia. It's a classic 90s album. There's hits off there. You know, gotta love that. Which is that one I really like? Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah, this is a good CD. Zooropa, not Zootopia. Zootopia is a Disney movie. Zooropa. Anyhow. Now, a lot of these are ones that Mrs. VV grabbed. So, this is one of them. She picked up The Best of Ireland. I have no clue what that is. Celtic music, Irish music, leprechaun masturbation music. I don't know. She also picked up this one, which is okay. I'm on board with this. Cajun Dance Favorites, 16 selection. Cajun Dance Favorites. I have no clue what this is. Urban Sun, Practice Me. Urban Sun. Kind of looks like maybe a lower production thing. No clue. Worth 60 cents. Mrs. Vivi also picked up this one, which I'm okay with. Putumayo presents Samba Bossa Nova. Guys, stick around. There's some gems in here. Seriously. She must have been feeling Cajun-y, or whoever donated these. Buckwheat Zydeco's Party. Rod Stewart, Out of Order. One of the ones that I first saw and grabbed and snagged and said, mine, mine, and then I put my little claws out. Why? Because I'm a dork. Gwen Stefani, yes. Ugh. This is the one that actually has, you know, I ain't your holla back, girl. This beat bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Oh, and don't forget, her cover of Fiddler on the Roof. If I was a rich girl. Yeah, Gwen Stefani does Fiddler on the Roof on here. You think I'm not gonna... No, I'm fighting for that. Fight. Michael Bublé. Say what you want to say about him. Homeboy is talented, has a good voice, and it ended up being 60 cents, and it's still in the shrink and the wrap was never opened. Has the original $20 price tag on it. Yeah, come on. For 60 cents, it's brand new. What the hell? Am I a huge country fan? No, but I do know that Eric Church is a pretty damn good, talented guy. Got caught in the act for 60 cents. Gonna grab that. It's a cool cover, right? It's a cool cover. Some of them, you just look at them and you're like, I have no clue, but I'm buying it. And this is one of those situations. Rockin' Sydney with My Toot Toot. Rockin' Sydney, My Toot Toot. Speaking of which, again, I'm sorry for farting throughout this whole video. I've done it 4 times. 2 you might have heard, 2 were silent. It was a Taco Bell I had yesterday. But anyway, he's got an accordion. Maybe it's Zydeco kind of stuff. I don't know. But the first song on here is if it's good for the gander. Who knows? Came into a 2 set, so I had to pay like $1.20 for both of them. But Volume 1 and Volume 2 of the Best of Muddy Waters. Volume 1 is from 54, or wait, what is it? Volume 1 is 47 to 54, and then Volume 2 is 54 to 59. Muddy Waters. An artist that I love, that I cannot get enough of, and I'm glad, I believe might have this on vinyl, but now I got it on CD. Leon Redbone, Double Time. Leon Redbone, got to do that. Come on, guys. B.B. King, Eric Clapton, Rolling with the King. 60 cents? That would be dumb. More Zydeco. This is Nathan in the Zydeco Cha-Cha, featuring Michael Duchette. Yeah, it almost looks like that other guy from the other record there, with his toot-toot. I don't know. Thanks to a good friend of mine named Red, I've got a hell of a Mariah Carey collection going, but I don't have this one. Which is this one? Daydream? Yeah. Mariah Carey's Daydream. Grab that. This is Fleetwood Mac. 25 Years, The Chain. It's like a compilation of Fleetwood Mac stuff. Don't know, I hadn't seen that one before. Dr. John, Going Back to New Orleans. Dr. John. Ray Charles' Greatest Hits. Yes, do I have a boner for Gwen Stefani? Yeah, shut up. But no doubt, I believe this is their self-titled debut before they became famous. Had to grab that for 60 cents. More Michael Bublé. This one is It's Time. Michael Bublé. This was great. You know, again, those I have no clue. It shows it's Dustin Ray. Dustin Ray. Let's see. If you look really close, it's some hip kid coming out of fire, looking like he's in a boy band, but he's stepping out of an accordion. And then on the back, fire and accordions again. I'm like, okay. Dustin Ray. And then, and the name of the album is Out Da Box. D-A. Out Da Box. So is this like some like hip-hop accordion music? I don't know. But I'm going to find out for 60 cents. Things that I shouldn't have picked up. UB40. Promises and Lies. Why did I grab this? Because if you haven't heard their cover of Stevie Wonder's Higher Ground, you have not heard things that will make your brain explode that are so bad. And it's so bad I had to grab it because it's UB40. Not the worst band ever, but they do take some songs that are really good and really know how to make them bad, in my personal opinion. Then we've got my last three. First one is, I do have a CD of the original, but I had to get, because there's some other songs I like. Violent Femmes is Added Up, their greatest hits. Love Violent Femmes. Had to get that. Stuff I have a shitload of on vinyl that I never thought I'd see on CD. And when I see it on CD, and it's a 3 CD set, chocked full, for 60 cents, I'm a sucker. You see that? Mitch Miller's 36 biggest hits on a 3 CD set. Mitch Miller on CD. That coming home with me. All right, and then my personal gem find of the collection over at Goodwill. It was the Great Southern Trendkill from Pantera. But Guru Tim, I'm hashtagging Tim in here. Phillips, are you watching? Guru from Gangstar had a great record where he actually brought in a whole bunch of awesome jazz artists. I remember when it came out, I always wanted to get it. I never got a chance to listen to the whole thing. Jazzmatazz. Oh my gosh. On CD, 60 cents. I'm in on it. An experimental fusion of hip-hop and jazz from Guru. Donald Byrd's on here. I mean, come on. It just, if you haven't listened to it, you guys have to. I know a couple tracks on there. Worth it right there. So, yeah, this stuff, all this stuff for the past half hour is why I am on probation and I'm not allowed to buy anything new for at least a month, probably more like 2. So, if y'all feel like doing some VCLT to help a addict get through his jonesing, that'd be great. But for now, I got plenty to go through and listen to between this and what Winebender gave me yesterday, and before that, Beth, and before that, you know, I got lots of new records. Good, because I got a whole bunch of new record units that need to be filled. So, thanks for sitting through if you did. Listen. If you don't hear snoring, that means she's awake and she's faking being asleep because she doesn't want to be interacting on the video. Or she's dead. Honey? Honey? Have a good weekend, guys. I gotta go make sure she's breathing.